Okay, I barely got any Sammy left, but we got shit to do. Oh man, what weapon was I on? We need silver ore. I don't know where to farm that, unfortunately. Actually, no. We're able to buy silver ore? We can't buy gold ore, but I think we can buy silver ore.
What can I help you with?
Yeah. Losing all my money, but it's completely worth it. Okie dokie. Just
What can I help you with?
Just upgrade it. Wrong option.
What can I help you?
There we go. Upgrade. Oh, cruel oath. We're not even 2 minutes in and we got weapon 22. If I can spell. We're officially 2/3 of the way there. And that used up the large gear that we found. A sword imbued with negative emotions by an unknown smith. Its black blade, now invisible in the dark of night, bewilders all who dare confront it. Story time. I'm starting your boot sequence. As you lay resting before me, I call out to you. I want to let you sleep a little longer, but I've got my orders. Let's start by getting the brightness set. That was the first thing you saw after you woke up. I hope my hair looks alright. Let's check your voice recognition settings. Can you hear me? Mine was the first voice you heard after you woke up. I have to try and keep my voice nice and deep. I don't want to sound too excited. Okay, saying should be good to go. Good morning. And so we peacefully boot up to face yet another day. Another day of killing our machine enemies. Fun. Is that like the helper character? I wouldn't know. Let's see. Memory alloy is something that's easy enough to farm. We know how to do that. All right. Iron ore and pyrite. We're out of iron ore?
What can I help you with?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have like 99 of some items, so I'll just sell these really easy to get items. At least a bunch of them. We will never hurt for money. Be good and even. Huh, didn't we need this for something? Can't remember. Okay.
What can I help you?
Okay, upgrades. Sure, I'll take it. So if we want to go the easy way, we can go back and get some memory alloys. You're on hard, right? Yep. Back down we go. So we need memory alloy, we need to do that one annoying route to try to get another piece of Damascus steel. I do like how we can kill those very easily now. Or it'll take us like a couple attacks. Good to go? No, not yet. There. Right. Show me the good stuff. Florida is also good. We need those. Hey. Hey, that's exactly what I wanted to see. I think that means we can max out a weapon now. Okay. Wish I could plug those holes up. I thought this was the room where they show up in the corners, but it must be a different big robot room. Ooh, not what I wanted. Yeah, each run of this place will at least get one guaranteed with a big asterisk by it. Memory alloy. Huh, how'd that happen? I was able to move it before picking it up. Come on, tram. There we go. Okay. So, non-existent people, how are you doing? I welcome you to the schizophrenia party. And it's not that I invite you, it's that you are here. You have no choice in the matter. Memory alloy? Nope. Okay. Loot me. Loot me now. And we'll just keep doing this till we get a memory alloy. Simple as that. Kill me. Good shit. Why is it so hard to die? Or at least die deliberately. Nope. Yeah, I have to actively seek out death. Nope. Yes. Damn it. There we go. Just drop. There we go. Alright, let's finish this room. Hey, a large gear. Got some luck right there. Now we just need one more of those. see. Titanium alloy. Unfortunate. Also unfortunate. Whatever. We'll keep our gears and our one memory alloy. Just work our way back around. Well, when we leave, we could actually max out that one other weapon. We can move the counter up. The surface. Got some stuff to make.
What can I help you with?
Labyrinth Song. Oh, we got the flirt we needed. So that's number 23. Alright. Upgrades.
Complete.
Let's see. A sword forged from metal and liquefied beast horns. Its dull glow lures people deep into the labyrinth. And it has a Minotaur motif. It was a beast that lived in a cavern deepest, most untouched depths. It had massive horns, a body like steel, breath of scorching fire. The peace-loving villagers hated this monstrous beast with the head of a bull and the body of a human. They feared it, and soon, the beast came to be known as the Minotaur of the Labyrinth. Contrary to its terrifying appearance, the Minotaur was exceptionally kind. Not only did it refrain from harming other creatures, it took great care not to trample flowers beneath its oafish feet as it walked. Indeed, the reason it lived so deep inside a cavern was to help avoid frightening the villagers. One day, a lost girl wandered into the beast's cavern. Frightened by the sight of it, she cried so hard that she eventually passed out, which left the beast in quite the quandary. I have no choice, the beast finally decided. I must take the poor thing back to the village, or her mother and father will be terribly worried. 2 days after the girl vanished, her panicked parents found her sleeping soundly in front of their home. On the ground, a short distance away was the dead body of the Minotaur. It had been impaled by several swords, and the blood scattered around it held an almost otherworldly quality. Yet there was no indication the beast had attacked the girl. In fact, it looked as though it had been trying to place as much distance between itself and her as possible, so not to dirty her with its blood. Almost as if it didn't want her to be afraid. And then, having curled up to make itself as small as possible, the monster died. Humans are the real enemies. Okay, I'm thinking my controller's dying. Let me just replace the batteries real quick. I have to just step over here where all my batteries are. All my good old rechargeable batteries. Let's load up the shotgun shells. And we're ready to fire. Oh yeah, it's not delaying anymore. Batteries must have been low. Anyway, next up is Fool's Accord, since we have the one Damascus steel required. Forged. Eat the spear. Lance birthed as part of a pact with an ancient red dragon. This is the story of a sorrowful prince, a tale of a kingdom in a time long past. Attacked by the forces of darkness, the nation was annihilated in a single night by inhuman soldiers with red eyes and a group of black dragons so numerous they blotted out the sky. Having infiltrated the king's castle, the black dragons visited upon the king and queen a most horrible fate. It is said that their stomachs were torn open by the black dragon's mighty claws, and the very floor they stood upon became a sea of blood. The prince and princess, though racked with sorrow, escaped to live another day. The prince, spurred by the shock of witnessing his parents' tragic end, became consumed by a desire to exact vengeance. This is the story of a terrifying prince, a history of a conflict in the long ago. In the long ago? Okay. Obsessed with laying low his hated enemies, the prince indulges in his vengeance day after day after day. Even when faced with foes who take heel, he chases them down and tears them apart from groin to gullet. The carnage is so horrific, his fellow soldiers whisper tale of how they saw him mutilating bodies that are already long dead. Perhaps because no commander can control him, the prince is sent to an even harsher battle. This is the story of a fooled prince, the whereabouts of fate in the long ago. The prince's next battleground is a castle that guards a goddess. He lays waste to all before him, hacking arms, cleaving legs, rending stomachs, gouging eyes, separating heads from shoulders. But soon, the injured prince can no longer tell the difference between the blood that rains down and which comes from his own wounds, and he collapses in a heap. As he writhes in pain, coughing up gouts of hot blood, he lifts his gaze and sees a hated dragon standing before him. This is the story of a mad prince, meeting with a dragon in the long ago. An injured red dragon stands before the prince, and though it is a different color than the beast that killed his parents, he feels the need to avenge himself upon it regardless. But as he raises his sword, the dragon says, "In exchange for both our souls, human, I will save your life and grant you power." After some thought, the prince makes the pact. It matters not to him what he might lose in the deal or that involves the dragon. All he cares about is that he can continue swinging his blade. So he swings and swings and swings, and with each blow his heart fills with a desire as black as the deepest night. Cool, kind backstory.
What can I help?
Anyway, we need more memory alloy. One more for virtuous dignity.
Come.
Well, back in we go. It's hard to say, but I think the part of the song where the lyrics come in, that version, I think that's my favorite song in this game so far. It's almost hauntingly beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. There's some resources we need from the boxes, so we might as well go up this way. Hope we get memory alloy. Nice. I didn't even know they could kill themselves. Well, we don't need that anymore. Shame. Fluorite. That's mainly what I was looking for. Get to you in a second. Damn. Alright. Let the farm begin. Nope. Nope. Wait, got dragged along there. Yes, shoot me. Come on, give me the memory alloy I need. Hey, let's go. You should try the trick in the next room too, just to see if it works. 'Cause if it does, it is a longer farming session, but you get 2 per run in that case. That. Rang it. Ow. Oh, that's some beautiful stuff. We can upgrade another weapon to max now. Alright, easiest room in the game. Your magic hurts. So per round we get like 15,000 EXP. Definitely a slower farm, but it does technically work. At least for EXP. What's with kind? He's blue. Dabba dee dabba die. Really weird. Looks like it stopped. Is that maybe her when she's at low HP or something? What's the weapon I can max again? Find out.
What can I help you?
Virtuous Dignity. Okay. 25. Upgrade.
Come in.
Cool face. A white spear crafted by an ailing blacksmith. Some claim the face upon it represents the creator's ecstasy, but others say it shows the pain his wife felt as she was stabbed to death. Neat. Also pretty strong. Yeah. More powerful than our our Phoenix Spear, but it offers 0 magic power increase. Quite the trade-off. yeah. The most important part. There once was a cursed spear whose holder would inevitably meet a violent end. Eventually, the weapon found its way to a mechanical automaton that possessed no soul, and though it was a mere machine, the spear delivered countless deaths upon it all the same. The automaton warred against mechanical weapons much like itself. It was crushed to death, burned to death, and thrown to its death from great heights, yet each time the automaton was reborn and thrown into battle anew. The war became fiercer and more complicated. There were self-detonation suicide attacks, false operations, and betrayals by companions. Indeed, it seemed to the soulless automaton that it was inhabiting a kind of infinite cyclical hell. Finally, the automaton died a final time in order to save its trusted companions, an act that precluded the possibility of ever returning to life again. But as pangs of agony spread through its body, the automaton found its final rest. Neat. I don't get it, but it sounds like what happens with ending D in this game.
What can I help?
Now for future weapons. Gotta get complex machines. Pyrite is a choice. Simple enough farm, too. Black Pearl's also a simple farm, but it sucks. You know what?
Come.
Let's do the Black Pearl farm. Why not? Let's just get it all out of the way. We're gonna do it all at once. All 9 of them. It's gonna suck. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted gold. I'm sure there's a good place to farm gold, though. Just gotta find it. Look it up on the internet.
Oh.
Now we just follow this cycle until we get, like, what? Is it 9? I believe it's the Phoenix Sword is a good example. Yeah, we need 9 Black Pearls. Nope. Nope.
Bunch of townspeople disappeared along.
Ooh, we got 2 over here. Sadly, no black pearl, though. Yeah, normal pearl, because the game likes to make fun of me. Play with my feelings.
A bunch of townspeople disappeared along the
At least this map is consistent about spawning 3 in the same 2 places. So you know when you're done with your cycle. The part that's gonna suck is when we max out on the items, because I know it's gonna happen. I just know it.
A bunch of townspeople disappeared along the
Need. Alright. We got 8 left. And collecting all of these, we'll actually be able to max out 2 of our weapons. And we won't have to do this grind again. But, yeah. We're gonna hit 27 tonight. Doesn't matter how long it takes. I have like 3 hours before it actually gets like to the point where I consider stopping streaming. And if we was to spend all 3 hours doing this grind, it's simple enough to do, so we'll do it.
A bunch of townspeople disappeared along the
I don't want to do it. But you have to do what you have to do. Not a pearl. Turn to crab. It's gonna be another quiet night, isn't it? Getting that feeling.
A bunch of townspeople disappeared along with...
We got not the right pearl. And we don't need any meat either.
Even if we can't catch fish.
A bunch of townspeople disappeared along with...
Wrong pearl. Can I convert pearls into black pearls? This game needs resource conversion. For this exact reason. I think game design that takes into account bad RNG is always a godsend. When you're able to convert, like if you have to like farm like a rare resource and it's just hard to get, being able to convert the more common resources, if you get like an absurd number of them into the rare resource that you need, is it makes it feel like you're still moving towards something, even if you're unlucky. Grinds like these are not the best sign of a solid game design on the resource end, or I guess the player's resource end. Still need 8 more black pearls. 7 more black pearls. Okay. We started this grind at 9:22, since I looked at my phone so I could see what the time was. Let's see how long it takes to get the remaining 7 black pearls. So it took us 5 minutes of back and forth sprinting to get that one.
A bunch of townspeople disappeared along with...
Taste like crab, walk like a crab. I wish there was a item or magic or something that made you sprint faster. Like, there was a magic that was sort of like that in Drakengard 1. Like, it wasn't good except for when you were doing certain challenges that involved going really fast. There were a couple of those that you needed to go real fast to get weapons.
A bunch of townspeople disappeared along.
I don't remember if Drakengard 3 had them. Alright, 6 remain.
A bunch of townspeople disappeared along with
How to see we even get that high up the beach. And also the
bunch of
snuck
townspeople disappeared.
some berries out of the main character's bag. Are those the poisonous berries, or are those the berries that were the antidote? I think it's the antidote, right? I think it was like Kaine. No, wait. The berries. Kaine just didn't give a shit. Meanwhile, main character got started fucking dying. That should be 5. Let's double check. Yeah, we got 5. Gotta get 5 more. I hope you're enjoying the true 100% experience of Nier Replicant, version 1.22 blah blah blah. Hey, lucky. 4 more to go. I don't think we ever found a black pearl in that spot, dude. No, wait. The berry side quest was in the second half of the game, so it couldn't have been then.
A bunch of townspeople disappeared along.
Wrong pearl. Just give me what I'm looking for. Come on. Show me the black pearls. Been doing this for 14 minutes.
A bunch of townspeople disappeared along.
And remember, if we're unlucky, we could go a whole hour without getting any black pearls. Hope we're not that unlucky, but it can happen. Now I think about it, considering it's been a bit, I should probably save just so the worst case happens, I don't lose what I got. You should probably do that every single time I get a black pearl. Last thing I would want is a power outage that causes me to lose a bunch of black pearls. Nothing down there. We haven't hit the cap on any of these items yet, which is a little surprising.
A bunch of townspeople disappeared along the
Another 3 on the back beach.
Bunch of townspeople disappeared along.
Even if we can't catch fish.
I don't remember how many we have remaining. But I lost the number. I'll check it when we find another one. Black pearls. Yep. Black pearls. How's it going, Ultimate Unit? Nice of somebody to drop by to help me keep my sanity.
Bunch of townspeople disappeared along that.
Yo. How you doing? Where's the wrong pearls? Let's see, how long have we been at this for? Let's see. 20 minutes so far. Chilling and playing Final Fantasy VII Online. Having a better time than me. Just tried to find a stream to put on as background noise, I'm guessing. Yep.
Bunch of townspeople disappeared along.
Unfortunately, you're going to be hearing a lot of the looping OST. The most unfortunate part. But hey, at least the music's good in general. Been so long since we found one. I'm so sad. I thought we were doing pretty good.
Bunch of townspeople disappeared along.
Hey, we finally got one after all this time. I think that's 3 more to go. I said I'd check it. Yeah, 3 to go. an approximate black pearl per minute ratio by the end of this.
A bunch of townspeople disappeared along the way. A bunch of townspeople disappeared along the way.
Okay. 3 on the beach. Wrong. Wrong. Wrong.
A bunch of townspeople disappeared along the way.
Hey, we got 2 here. Been a bit since we got that. Unfortunately, it was a waste of time.
A bunch of townspeople disappeared along the way.
When I say it doesn't happen very often, we get a second set of items on the first beach. Still no black pearls though.
Bunch of townspeople.
I was expecting to spend about an hour on this grind. We're 1 minute from being halfway there. Am I going crazy or did I miss one? Yeah, I did. There it is. But it didn't matter, I guess. Well, I guess the am I going crazy question is more rhetorical, because the answer is obviously yes. Doing all of this.
Bunch of townspeople disappeared along. Got 3 empty bottles. RNG is looking kindly upon us today. Hey, Dans. How's it going? You came probably during the worst possible grind you could think of. There's absolutely nothing to do except listen to the looping music and chat. Bunch of townspeople.
But how have you been? It's been a while. Playing Dead Stranding, anything is better than being a UPS guy? It's all about the logistics. I still need to play Death Stranding, and the entirety of the Metal Gear Solid series. Especially Revengeance, even though that's not really the Metal Gear Solid series, although it's part of the Metal Gear series. Plus, there's the rumors of a Metal Gear Rising Revengeance 2 coming out someday. But, hard to say it'll be the same without the absolute chaos it is Kojima.
Bunch of townspeople disappeared along.
And also, yeah, they're coming out with the Death Stranding 2, aren't they? Hey, okay. That's good. That's 2 more. It's your first Kojima game and you're like, what is happening? And that's kind of a staple of a lot of his stuff. It's just completely fucking nuts. But it has, like, a charm to its chaos. And I guess in a similar vein, it's like that with the Nier and Drakengard series. The Drakengard series is a complete fucking mess. But it has its charms. And then you have Nier, which is like a good attempt at storytelling and is still, every once in a while, a complete fucking bowl of chaos. But so far, Nier's story has been pretty good. And I'm really excited to see what will happen in the ending E section of Nier Replicant. Considering it starts from the beginning and I guess shit goes off the rails. I mean, it's like that for most ending E's. For the Drakengard games, at least. Like, ending E of Drakengard 1 was a complete chaotic mess that resulted in a dragon coming to real-world Tokyo and then getting bombed down by fighter jets after killing a giant statue using music. You love how the Twitch game includes the fucking version? That's not the version, that's the name of the like this remake that came out like, cuz there was Nier Replicant and then Nier Replicant version blah 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 was the remake that they localized in America. Not a joke. But the version name is a fucking joke, 100%. So that is the name, yep. Nier Replicant version 1.22 other random numbers.
A bunch of townspeople disappeared along
The funny thing is, I bet that number
Oh,
has
I
some
missed
kind
that.
of meaning, but I have no idea what it is. And I bet nobody will really know what it is until it actually becomes relevant in a future Yoko Taro game. Another pearl. I just want these 2 more black pearls. I don't want to have to do this grind anymore. We've been here since 9:22. It's 9:59. I honestly can't wait to get to Automata someday. Because apparently they go overboard with the endings, although I think only endings A through E are normal endings, and then endings like F through Z are pretty much joke death endings or something like that.
a bunch of townspeople disappeared along
I'm sure that'll be fun. Tetrapod. Oh, we need 1 more. So this game has the old alpha as a possible ending. This one only has A through E. There's ending A, B, C, D, which deletes your save file, so you start a new one over that old save file, which begins the route for ending E. That's basically the order. There's no, like, joke endings. Like, I know there's one in Nier Automata, because if you don't know, not really a spoiler, the main character is a robot. And there's a whole equipment screen, bleh. And one of the things you could do is actually unequip your operating system, and that kills you and gives you a unique ending.
a bunch of townspeople disappeared along
Just rip out the operating system and install Linux. The best ending. up there. Oh, I should probably save since I got that black pearl. You love the dedication put into these games you never heard of? You mean the Black Pearl grind, or the absurd attention to, like, weird things in these, JRPGs? I will say, though, I'm partially excited for whenever the next Yoko Taro game comes out, because it's the last game he released was Nier Automata in, like, 2015, 2016. I'm sure he's got something really big in the works. And that should be pretty cool. At least I think it was 2015, 2016.
A bunch of townspeople disappeared along.
On the first beach again. Still no black pearls. Best part about this grind is that, despite how bad it is, I know there are worse grinds in this game. That hopefully, with those DLC weapons, I'll get the achievement and I won't have to bother with it. We broke 40 minutes, by the way, of just this. But at least we're on the last Black Pearl. Epic, yes. Incredibly epic.
A bunch of townspeople disappeared along.
Like, running this, I can feel my consciousness, like, fading in and out. But I know the exact moment I see the words Black Pearl show up on the screen, I'm just going to immediately jolt awake. And even then, after doing that, we still have to upgrade, like, let's see. These two, like, this last Black Pearl will allow us to max out 2 different weapons. That would be number 26 and 27. So we have 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. We have 6 more weapons to max out before we get the achievement. And you thought Warframe was tedious? I mean, yeah. I haven't played Warframe in quite a while. I'm kind of just, like, tired of it, and I'm sort of also half waiting for the Duviri stuff, which is still in development and is still being delayed. Last you played August last year. That sounds about like the time when I stopped playing. I moved into my new house and just like combined with running two separate, like combined with DMing for two separate D&D games, wanting to stream the games I've always wanted to play, having an addiction to the XCOM series off stream, and
Bunch of townspeople disappeared.
wanting to hang out with my friends. I don't have enough time to squeeze Warframe in when I don't enjoy playing it as much anymore. I poured 5,000 hours into it. I got my enjoyment's worth for sure. Wrong Pearl. Same here. You run two different D&D games as the Game Master? Impressive. Yeah, like, I think I'm not going to play Warframe until there's a new, like, new content outside of, like, new primes or new Warframes. Like, when there's new, like, story content and stuff, I'll probably play it off stream and have a good amount of fun with it. Probably get sucked back into Warframe and play that instead of XCOM during my spare time off stream. And then put it down and not touch it until another major story update. God damn. Funny enough, you never actually seen a D&D game. Well, Dungeons and Dragons is pretty fun. It's a lot of improv. It's obviously not for everybody. Nothing's for everybody, but I found a lot of enjoyment out of it, and I was able to suck a total of four of my close friends into it. 3 of them I run a game for. The other one is just too busy, and he actually wants to try becoming a DM himself, but he has ADHD problems, so he has issues trying to get it running. But if you're referring to a D&D video game, just look at Baldur's Gate 3. Apparently that one's pretty good. Yeah, I'll buy Baldur's Gate 3. Not less to support D&D and more to support was it Larian Studios? This is people who made Divinity Original Sin. They're worth supporting. And I still need to one day just necro my old Divinity Original Sin 2 game that I was playing through with somebody else before he decided to start ghosting me after a different D&D game that we were a part of fizzled out. It was very sad. I tried contacting him, but he never responded. But we were trying to go for a certain ending because there's a character that seems very important, but unless you bring one of the pre-made characters with you, he shows up once and then is never mentioned again. It's very just, like, it's a loose end and it doesn't feel good for a game like that. It's so heavily invested in the story. What time is it? We're almost at 50 minutes. This last Black Pearl is really, really taking its time to show up. I think we're getting some kind of
Bunch
memory
townspeople
leakage.
disappeared along that.
We're dropping below 60 FPS. Yes. Finally. It's over. Only to begin a new grind. But this grind is over. Okay. Progress saved. Now we won't lose it.
Oh,
Finally. What the fuck? Some sort of actual gameplay. I have come to deliver you black pearls, although I think we still need gold ore. I don't know where to get gold ore.
what can I help you?
We can finally upgrade the best weapon in the game. Yay. Alright. Weapon number 26. Phoenix Spear. Let's see. Forged by monks from feathers of the legendary Firebird, this spear was designed as a tool for self-defense. Meanwhile, it's the most busted weapon in the game. Let's see. There was once a warrior in a frontier nation who feared not death. He was so brawny and powerful, arrows were said to bounce harmlessly off his flesh. For this reason, the warrior always threw himself into the thick of any battle. One day, a beautiful bird appeared before the warrior in a dream. The bird commended the warrior for his valor in battle and offered to grant him one of two wishes. The bird could bring an end to war and grant peace to all the world, or the bird could bequeath the warrior an immortal body. The warrior chose immortality. From that day forth, the warrior's exploits were nothing short of astonishing. He mowed down foes in uncountable numbers. No amount of arrows or swords or axes could slow his march. The king showered him with titles and gifts, and for a time it seemed the warrior's days of stunning glory would continue until the end of time. But conflict did not cease. Eventually, the warrior's frontier nation was invaded so often that the flames of war left the entire country in ruins. Crops withered, people perished, and before long there were none left who even knew the warrior's name. The shattered warrior was tortured day and night by endless starvation, but his body refused to let him die. So he sought out the bird again and pleaded for it to grant him release. "Ah, but you cannot die," tripped the bird in response. "You will never die." Dark.
What can I help you with?
So, what to go for now? I feel like the pyrite grind is the next one here, since a lot of those are pretty easy. And I think we can also get moldavite in that same spot. So
Come in.
let's go to the desert and do another grind. But at least this one is not as painful as the Black Pearl grind. You get a lot more per minute. Let's see. I guess the question is, how many do we need? Let's see, that's 1. 2. 3. 4. Okay, so we need 4 pyrite. That's not the worst grind we've done for it. Still gotta look up the best way to farm gold ore. But we could do that after the pyrite, since we know where to get the pyrite in the first place.
Oh there.
And I still want to know how the boat starts sailing on the sand. They don't explain this. Oh yeah, it's on hard mode. Hey, we actually need that. Lucky. I see a sparkle. I'm gonna pick it up. It was worth it. Gold ore. Alright, pyrite. In and out of this temple over and over again. Well, we actually do need fluorite for a different weapon. I think. Pretty sure we still need fluorite. But pyrite's the important one. That's what we're going for. I wish it wasn't a door. I wish it was just a path. At least we've been getting 1 per run so far. And sometimes get really unlucky and get none. So that last grind didn't take us an hour. It probably took us like 50 something minutes. I forgot to recheck the time. It's not that important. What matters is that it's done. I wonder if someone has a screenshot supercut of all of Yona's diary entries. I feel like I'd kind of want to sift through them. And especially sift through the really weird scientific document one. After, like, big story events. I thought the scrying wouldn't be so bad, but you have to get a single pyrite. Well, during the loading screen. Yep. That is accurate. This is the grinding spot. Got no choice. The only other option is to go to the third Dad Nair door. Farm that, and even then it's still not guaranteed. This is much faster, and we still haven't gotten a single pyrite. Bad luck. I know this is the fastest way to do it. Man, what is with this luck? Spawning at the wrong spots. I'm bored, so I'm reading this guy's description for his video. And, like, he has so much, like, copied and pasted stuff, it looks like it was generated by an AI, and it probably was. Crystal. That's a rare drop. We don't need that. We already have all the crystals we need. And it's like, it has, like, the general description for what it wants, and then it says, Grimoire of Ice, the companion and deuteragonist, or whatever, however that's pronounced, and Nier and its remake. And it's, like, just describing certain characters. It's really weird. Like, it describes, like, it's like the Wikipedia article for Grimoire of Ice as well as Yona. So weird. Finally got one in this room again. This grind should not be as bad as it is. It wasn't this bad before. You're at least able to get it consistently. People are saying that pyrite is particularly hard to find. Hey! 1 out of 4, let's go. I don't know how long that took us. All I know it was way too long. Still gotta get 3 more. And that doesn't even count any upgrades that we might have to try to buy that require it. Just kind of hoping for 2 in a row. Hey, we got another one over there. Hey, that's 2. That's more like it. Now show me 2 more so we can just upgrade the weapons and get the hell out of here. And also, then we have to look up how to get gold ore. Or the best place to farm it, at least. Oh, there goes our luck. Come on, meteorite. I want pyrite. It's supposed to be fool's gold. It's supposed to be easy to find. That's 3. One more to go. Ooh. Oh, yes. Memory alloy we know where to get. Let's look up gold ore before we do anything else. Some people say go to the area to farm eagle eggs. Some people say just go back and forth between the entrance of the desert entrance and the Lost Shrine on the East Road. Just go back and forth between each entrance.
So I guess you can farm gold ore from that spot? Huh. Both Eastern Plains and the desert literally just got 4 in one go. So basically, some people say just circle the whole fucking map. I mean, that is an option. Dude, you're gonna start hating the rain because of the stranding? You lose your fucking mind? What, does it make things like muddy and slippery and something, so you just fall all over yourself? Oh yeah. Not on easy mode. Can't just one-shot them. No, it damages your cargo and makes the bad demons to spawn. Oh. So basically, rain just makes the game more difficult. Cool. It's like sunlight in this game that makes the enemies, the shades, start wearing armor. And if you're playing on hard mode, it becomes a total fucking pain in the ass to kill any of them. And also, what the hell is up with my vision? Why is it still in the sandstorm visibility? I'm out of the sandstorm. What is going on? Hey, gold ore. Yeah, I think the game bugged out on me. It's not supposed to be like this. What?
So this was a graveyard.
Okay. Cool, that was useful. Thanks, main character. I can barely see, but funnily enough, I think it makes it easier to spot the little sparkles. See them from farther distance. Gold ore? Copper ore. Oh, you cheeky son of a bitch. I'm just gonna leave the map. I can't deal with this no visibility bullcrap. Please don't pass over into the other map for some reason. If it does, I'm gonna have to go to a town and just save and reset. Oh, thank goodness. Love the inventory limit. So the meta recommendation. Just run between these two maps, back and forth. At least all these are not super spread out, so it's easy enough to farm these repeatedly. Love how you have to wait actual IRL time for the rain to pass because the game doesn't have a time skip mechanic, like you just sleep in IRL time. Really? Have you, if you're playing on PC, have you tried messing with your internal clock on your computer? Just skip it ahead like an hour. Because this game actually has a similar mechanic where you can actually grow like plants. No, it's game playtime. Ouch. Guess you gotta improvise, adapt, overcome then. Let's see, how much gold ore do I need? Okay, I need 2 for that sword. I just needed 2. Okay. Anything because you play online, it's connected to servers, maybe? Okay, yeah, that would probably do it. Maybe I'll take a sprint through the desert, too. Again. At least having the different routes allows me to break up the monotony a little bit. Just have to hope that we don't get stuck in sandstorm mode. Kill this guy anyway. It's hard mode, whatever. Not the right item drop, unfortunately. Maybe I should lower the difficulty to easy again. Just so I can passively smack some dudes. I thought that was an item. It's the white spot on the rock. Maybe I should lower the difficulty. I can turn this into a makeshift farming run for something I'm normally not going to attempt to farm if I can help it. But if I'm lucky, I'll take the luck. Let's lower the difficulty to easy. That way we can two-shot those things. And also, if you didn't believe me about the title dans, here it is. Nier Replicant version 1.22474487139. It's the title. Okay, we're on easy mode now. So we'll do like a lap to Facade, and then like from Facade to the Lost Shrine, and then back, filling the 2 of these spawns along the way. What? Where are the enemies? The enemies didn't spawn in for some reason. Okay. Man, I think all the loading screens has just fucked with the game. Oh, sup, King? Oh, he's just still standing there. Okay. Also, Wise, where's Vice? Yeah, I think the game either bugged or every once in a while, and maybe an event triggers where the King of Facade is out there and no enemies spawn. That could be a thing. It's possible. Like a rare event. Either way, we still need 2 gold ores, so we take our laps. Mushroom. Yeah, this grind is like surprisingly worse than I thought it would be. I thought the gold ore would be one that's relatively simple, because I feel like we picked up gold ore a decent amount throughout the journey. But we've only gotten a single gold ore, and it was from before we started actually trying to farm it, like hardcore like this. Okay, we got enemies on the map this time. Yeah, we got a word. RNG. Yeah, the king isn't there, so more than likely, every so often when you come into the desert, the king might be standing around mourning, Fira. And I guess the soldiers take care of all the enemies in the area. Convenience. No, piercing is not what I wanted. Okay, we got a gold ore. We only need one more then. It's gonna heal that up. Damn. Know where you are, so you spawn in. Oh, baby. Time to get some upgrades. I think we have enough to actually max multiple weapons. Just to make sure I don't die.
Oh there.
Is that heel chasing me? I saw that like orb from Emil. Just I was kind of hoping it would just keep following me. Sort of like the Green Demon Challenge. Super Mario 64. I'm gonna grab that. Worthless. We can buy that.
What can I help you with?
Alright. Got the Phoenix Sword maxed out. Number 27. Successfully forged.
Come back.
A large sword used by temple guardsmen, and supposedly made from feathers of the legendary Firebird. What's the depressing story about this one? This is a story of a time long, long ago. There was once a beautiful bird with the splendid feathers that lived a quiet life deep in the forest. One day a lost child wandered into the woods. He came from a place of famine and had been abandoned in the forest as a way to reduce the number of mouths to feed. Taking pity on the feeble, starving child, the beautiful bird plucked one of its own feathers and gave it to him. When he returned home, his family was overjoyed by the feather and permitted him to live with them once more. Hearing the child's story, One person after another descended upon the forest to tell the beautiful bird how poor and unfortunate they were. Each time the bird would pluck a feather and give it away, pluck a feather and give it away, until it had no more to give and its once beautiful visage had become shabby beyond recognition. But the shabby bird had no regrets. One day, the original child appeared before the shabby bird, which was featherless and freezing in the cold. He had come seeking a bird with resplendent feathers, that he might repay the creature's earlier kindness. Overjoyed, the shabby bird said to the child, "It is I you seek. If I might beg a favor, would you hold me to your chest and warm my freezing body?" Sparing a single glance at the shabby bird, the child called it a liar and cut it down with a large blade. He then roasted the bird, ate every last part, and set out anew to find the beautiful bird who had once saved his life. Wow, okay.
What can I help
Another
you with?
very morbid story. Next up, we have Transience. Maxed out weapon number 28. A knight was so moved by the suffering of a beggar that he removed all ornamentations from the spear. It's a very basic spear. It's the same exact ones that the soldiers use in Facade.
Come.
They were a frighteningly diligent people. They would clear forests and hunt animals even when they had no need. They developed techniques to preserve food they were unable to eat and earn more money than could ever be spent. Yet there was not a single one among them who did not accept these practices, for none knew of any other customs. They were a frighteningly studious people. Their grasp of calculation and science exceeded any pretense of practicality, and they would repeatedly engage in spirited debates regarding predictions of the future. They invented an increasingly difficult language, and created an infinite series of complex machines which they would immediately discard. But there was not a single one among them who looked back, for none knew of any reason for concern. They were a frighteningly obedient people. Without ever being told, they would greet the morning sun at the same time, in the same clothes, while toiling away in the same cramped rooms. Yet there was not a single one among them who complained, for none knew what else they should be doing. Having worked far too much, the people lost their forest and took to living atop the sand. Having grown far too intelligent, the people conversed in a language that no other peoples could comprehend. Having grown far too well behaved, the people were unable to defy the laws that would be established one after another, and came to live their lives enclosed by tens of thousands of rules. Oh, so it actually is the story of Assad. Okay. Interesting. So they became so smart they ended up isolating themselves unintentionally. Next up is the Spear of the Usurper. Maxed weapon number 29. I can't spell usurper, even when it's right here in front of me. Proceed with the forging. Let's see. A spear used by a prince's body double to slay his employer. The traitor was later killed with the same spear. In a far-off land, there was a man who acted as a double for the nation's prince, performing duties in his stead as was required. One day, having finished his work, he returned to the prince's chamber to find the princess lying naked in his bed. As the double stood in place dumbfounded, the man who shared his face sneered and invited him to join them. The double loved the prince's sister, and he felt that the princess, who admired him as her brother, loved him as well. Indeed, she was the only thing that kept him going in an otherwise miserable job, where the prince was a most despicable man indeed. Eventually, it came to pass that a war was to be waged under the prince's command. The night before it was to begin, the prince took his double aside and promised him a night with his sister if he could bring him the head of the enemy general. As the prince chuckled with delight, the double took up his spear and thrust it through the prince's gaping mouth. The war is over. The prince made a queen of his sister, and would inflict wounds upon his own face and throat, an act which would occur every time she called out to him using her brother's name. Before long, the prince was found dead, his face burned and a spear thrust through his open mouth. The man's face, hideously burned, was the very picture of serenity. Going to bed because you can barely see the sun rising. Wish luck at the grind. The grind
What can
might
I
soon
help?
be over. Let's see. In order to hit 33, we need to max out 4 weapons. Shit. We only have 2 here that we'll be able to max out. Yep, more to go. Well, I'll see you later, Dans. Alright. The Devil Queen. This is weapon number 30. I don't remember which number we started at, but yeah. The favorite spear of a mad queen, whose lust for power led her to kill all her sons' wives. It's a halberd. Let's see. This story takes place in a small country around the same latitude as the northernmost member of a nation of city-states that are part of a religion, with a village that is attempting to establish a trade agreement with another village on a tiny island in the ocean south of a country that used to have an alliance with a republic next to a kingdom where a queen resided. Oh my god, that is a ridiculous sentence. Oh my god, are all of these like this? It was asked by the owner of a shop frequented by a wet nurse who looked after the child born of an adulterous relationship by the wife of a master of a foolish servant who fell in love with a beautiful queen who appears in the poems of a minstrel whom was loved by the country's king's wife's little brother's cousin's big brother's son-in-law foster child. Was that a fucking Spaceballs reference? Where does one store the throne that was supposed to be adorned with decorations crafted from the materials of the handle of the lid of a pot that is the same weight as tableware, that is the same color as a weather vane on a neighboring house that can be seen from the peephole of the door and the reflection of a mirror with an ornamental frame decorated with silver carvings engraved with a fragment that was made when creating the whetstone they used to polish the kitchen knife? Oh my fucking god, it keeps going. The person who heard that question was the wife's husband's little sisters, big brothers, daughters, grooms, little brothers, nephews, fathers, mothers, husbands, brides, nieces, father-in-laws, wife's husbands, little brothers, or little sisters, big brothers, daughters, grooms, little brothers, nephews, fathers, mothers, husbands, brides, nieces, fathers-in-laws, wife's husbands, little sisters, big brothers, daughters, grooms, little brothers, nephews, fathers, mothers, husbands, nieces, husbands, brides, nieces, father-in-laws, wives, fathers, little sisters, big brothers, daughters, grooms, little brothers, nephews, fathers, mothers, husbands, brides, nieces, father-in-laws, wives, husbands, little sisters, big brothers, daughters, grooms, little brothers, nephews, fathers. Okay, that was a very entertaining one.
What can I help you with?
Even if it was completely nonsensical. Okay. So we got Labyrinth's Shout as the 31st weapon. So after this, we only need to max out 2 more weapons.
Come.
Forged from metal and liquefied beast claws, this destructive spear is filled with a deep hatred for the world. She was a hopelessly slow woman. Impossibly clumsy, it would take her 3 times longer than anyone else to accomplish a task. She walked slowly, talked slowly, she even blinked slowly. So slow was the woman that she could not even draw water to anyone's satisfaction. The children began calling her the cow, and laughing when she passed by, but she would only chuckle in response. She was a hopelessly dull woman. When she fell and drew blood, she would carry on as though in a daze. Though coins often dropped from her purse, she never managed to retrieve one. And if someone spoke ill of her to her face, it would take hours for her to realize the insult. When the children saw her, they would hurl rocks with glee. She was a hopelessly foolish woman. One summer when the village was suffering a most terrible drought, the woman vanished. The children all starved to death. The villagers spent no time worrying about the woman who ran away. 2 days later, rain fell and the village was saved, but the woman did not return. And on the 20th day, a shaman arrived at the village. The shaman held a spear with a pair of horns that was oiled and sticky to the touch. So heavy was the spear that none could wield it effectively. Although even if they managed to lift it, the weapon was incapable of piercing through anything at all. The shaman forced it upon the people and left it with them. None dared approach it, and to this day, it quietly slumbers in a forgotten corner of the village. What the fuck does that have to do with the woman?
What can I help you?
Okay, Dragoon Lance upgrade. We need 3 pyrite if we want to upgrade that. Okay, so let's see. Is there a way to farm complex machines? If we could do that, we can get 32. Actually, we could get memory alloy. We can easily farm that. If we can get memory alloy and a complex machine, that'll be enough to max out our counter, so we should get the achievement. Let's get the memory alloy first. That's an easy one. We can actually do some combat. Whoops. Because we don't need to mask steal, we might as well just immediately run for the depths. Ah, shit, we're on easy mode. I think it matters, though. Oh, wait. We're on easy difficulty. It makes it very hard for us to get ourselves killed to reset the enemies. Okay. I think I should restart the game. See if that solves the weird memory leaky issue that we're getting. We'll just kill the enemies normally. Hope we get lucky. Nope. It takes too long to die. It's not worth fretting over it. Let's do a run and hope we get some. We'll just leave. I'll accept the time loss. We're gonna get a level up on the next run through, possibly. Okay. Gotta turn the difficulty back up. See, I'm gonna quit the game just so it refreshes the whatever it has in memory, and hopefully that'll stop the lagging a little bit. I hope. I can imagine how much longer this grind would be if we had to do the... Oh, she fell. We had to do all that other stuff. There is a loading screen where she can fall. It's not my imagination. I was going a little crazy when I saw it for the first time. I knew I noticed it. So I guess that just is like a random loading screen. Probably a 1 in a astronomically high chance. Oh yeah, we're gonna level up. There it is. Okay, how many alloys do we need? How many was it? We need 2. Which we can guarantee those 2 with this one route. We just have to die if we lose to the robot, just like at the beginning of the stream. Death. Yep, rinse and repeat until memory alloy. We know the deal. Let me get the fucking item. So I know if I have to kill myself. This isn't best. I would love to have all of the grind done tonight. So all we have left is actually playing the fucking game. I don't consider this playing the game. Kill me. One of you, please. I'm literally begging you. I am begging. Yes. Shoot the orbs. Okay, time to see if we can kill ourselves in this section. Oh, wait. Forgot about this room here. We need one memory alloy and we'll be able to hit... We'll be able to complete weapon number 32. Final stretches here. Fortunately, that's not what I'm looking for. So now they just have to kill me. Yeah, I believe I can order them to just not attack.
Keep your guard up, Kaine. Keep your guard up, Emil.
Hopefully that'll make it so they just shoot me and they don't fight back. Alright. Let's see what happens if we hit continue. Does it start us from the beginning? Or does it start us from the entrance to that room? Alright. Unfortunately, we do have to fight through this room again, but that is a small price to pay compared to going through the whole thing over again. Not it. Okay.
Keep your guard up, Emil.
Every attempt, we get 2 shots of memory alloy. We only need one of them to drop one. And the moment we do, we're done with this. We're done with this memory alloy grind, and we can work on the next thing, whatever the next thing was. I don't remember. We'll get there when we get there.
Keep your guard up, Emil.
I think it's faster if I move over here. Not against the wall. There we go. We got our memory alloy. Hell yeah. Weapon number 32 is done. Alright. Let's leave. Yeah, this room. Another weapon for you to upgrade, Gideon.
What can I help?
You remember this weapon? An enormous sword that grows heavier with every kill as blood and flesh cling to the blade.
Come.
Let's see. I raised the cry of my birth, the sound of heated iron taking shape, a steel mallet striking my form. Born to deliver karmic justice, I enter the world under the careful watch of spark and flame that give the light to the gloom. I am a blade born of a deafening roar. I am a weapon. I am iron will. I grant death. I transform the dread and screams of my foes to elation. I festoon my iron skin with their viscera. When I rob them of life, I am filled with dark joy. When I crush them beneath me, I find meaning in my birth. And I continue to kill, that I might share this delight with all. I kill and kill and kill and kill. I am a weapon. I am Iron Will. I am shattered. At battle and blood's end, my body is torn asunder by malice and hate. Today, I again engage the Red Dragon in battle, and magical forces meet, leaping iron fangs to create a bloodstorm. My steel cursed, I sink into the slumbering black. I am a weapon. I am Iron Will. Huh. So is this a weapon from the world of Drakengard? My dream. It is the dream of a small butterfly. In it, the butterfly is caught in a light rain, struggling against it with all its might. In the darkest of nights, I behold a dream that will never come true. I am a weapon. I am Iron Will.
What can I help you?
Such a weapon. Now, if we can get a single complex machine, we should get the achievement, and I don't have to do any more farming. Because I care about my sanity more than true 100%. I will take the Steam achievement 100% as my happiness. But, Nier Replicant complex machine. Let's see if I can find it. It says here if you want an easier way to get all the keys, just get all the keys to Shadow Lord's castle, enter the castle, run all the way to the last floor before going outside again. There's a large shade that can be killed very fast. It will drop all machine items you mentioned and a lot faster. Drops its first level, go outside, come back inside, all shades respawn, rinse and repeat. And I could try that. Alright, so one complex machine. Gotta kill Big Shade and... yeah. Pretty sure we can easily kill them on hard mode, but yeah, having hard mode helps. I mean, we don't have to kill all the shades, so that makes it easier for us. I'll have to try this, hopefully it works. Like I said, don't gotta kill any enemies on the way, just gotta jump past them. Pretty much, we're just looking for Big Shade. Wait, all the enemies are spawned in? Already? Why are the enemies already spawned in? The boss shows up here, right? Elaborate machine, not what I was looking for. And what word is on my spear? Drop right, perfect. But we need the complex machine. Elaborate machine is not it. Not it, Chief. There we go. Classic Dark Souls style. Another elaborate machine, still not correct. Okay, this is a test. I don't know if there's another big shade on the other side there. Is there a big shade? No. That's why they say drop back down to the first floor, because there's no more shades to deal with. And just leave the building, re-enter, and repeat. Only kill those two shades. That's the bit. And I guess it doesn't matter which exit we take. Oh. Not gonna open right now. It's a more intense farm, that's for sure. I actually have to pay attention. And the music's good. One of these days I'll stop checking the map. Man, elaborate machine sounds like it's supposed to be the rarer one, but I don't want that one. Simple machine. Not the machine I'm looking for. Why? Healing here sucks. Like at the rate it's going, there's going to be a point where I can't, where I'm going to have to turn back. Hopefully it won't be soon. But the threat is there if I'm not careful. What? What? Wrong machine still. Making so many elaborate machines. We don't even need them for anything. Another simple machine. It's ready to be done. The question is, will the achievement pop up? If it does, that's where the stream ends. We actually get to experience story next stream if we get the achievement. And I will be trying to kill Devila, Popola, and the Shadow Lord very quickly for the achievement. The Shadow Lord is going to be a little bit more complicated, I feel like. We also need to lower the difficulty back down to easy. Although I will be doing the entirety of Route E on hard outside of the bosses I need to kill under a time limit. Because I believe I'm going to be fighting all the same bosses and probably some new ones towards the end. If it gets super far off the rails. I'm expecting a new ending. So probably a new final boss. The hard thing about this is that I really don't want to accidentally skip Emil's, like, entry, because apparently he has a new story thing after he sacrifices himself. Well, sacrifices his body. The head is incredibly durable. Okay, Gideon, let me see it.
What can I help you with?
A spear brandished by a warrior monk chief who sacrificed his own life to protect his comrades. Oh, I didn't write down weapon 32 because I'm an idiot. But weapon 33, Captain's Holy Spear. And does this get me the achievement? Yes, it did. The torture's over.
Come.
The torture is over. Wow. Let's read the story. This is a short one. The captain tramples life under his feet. The screams of others transform into songs of joy. Flowing tears change from despair into darkness. Conflict beckons revenge and gives way to new solitude. And we have one two-handed sword and 3 spears we don't know the stories of. But I will be reading them right now. Nier, Replicant, Axe of the Heading. This isn't the right wiki. Alright. So I'll read it from the wiki here. There once was a ritual gathering for acts of beheading. I guess I should do what I usually do and read the whole thing. A man's dementia drove him to attack his daughter's fiancé with this axe. Sadly, he hit his daughter instead. Okay, I remember reading that one. There was once a ritual gathering of spirits held on the night of the 10th full moon of the year. During the ceremony, they would gather on the shores of a lake and boast to one another of all the evil deeds they had performed during the year. The first spirit took great joy in telling the unfathomably cruel ways she had killed some of the finest soldiers in the land. Over the year, she had transformed her shape into a lady of the night and called out to various men, then tore off every last piece of their body when they came to her bed. The soldiers, ashamed of their skills, could not save them, shed bitter tears as they died, and the spirit claimed they were the most delicious thing she had ever tasted. The next spirit regaled the others with a story of cunning and guile. One night, she threw a small boy into a bag. When his older sister came to rescue him, she too sank into the murk. These two were followed by their parents, then other siblings, then extended relatives, until finally, every member of the village was sleeping at the bottom of the bog. When the spirit finished her story, she was so beside herself with glee that she did not even notice the saliva that dripped down her chin. Nervously, the smallest spirit in the group stepped forward to address the crowd. "I am the most amazing of us all!" cried the oft-ridiculed spirit. And also, on the wiki, they typed all. Is that an exclamation point? It looks exactly like the L's. Okay. Cried the oft-ridiculed spirit at the top of her lungs. for it was I who thrust all living creatures into terror's deepest depths. The other spirits, unable to contain their mirth, collapsed to the ground and rolled about, and their laughter did not cease until the horrifying monster the small spirit summoned from the demon world devoured each and every last one of them. The good ending. Huh. So I'm guessing Grimoire Nier is like Nier Gestalt. Or something. Because they have version blah 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 and Grimoire Nier in the wiki. And the like they basically tell the same story, but the translation is different, which is kind of interesting. They retranslated all of the stories, it looks like, instead of copying them. Next up, we'll do Sunrise. This spear's point is so finely honed that all who are grazed by it experience an instant, painless death. So, Sunrise. In the distant past of a land known as the Golden Isle, there existed a sword crafted from every kind of metal and precious gem in the land. It was so sharp was its edge that even the slightest cut would leave an unsealable wound that eventually drained the victim of both their blood and life. In a strange turn of fate, the sword eventually ended up in the hands of a destitute woman who sold her body to get by. The sword was as long as she was tall, and she could not wield it effectively, so she instead slid it between her sheets as a surprise for the men who used her. The sword was so sharp they felt no pain when cut, and soon died without even knowing it was happening. The woman would then help herself to their coin, causing her own purse to swell. Making use of her gains, the woman dressed most beautifully, and soon had acquired every kind of metal and precious gem in the land. But it was not enough for her, so she decided to melt down the sword and obtain the gems hidden within, a desire made manifest by the sword's beauty. Thus decided, the woman heaved the sword to her shoulders and made for the blacksmith. But, on the way to the smith, the sheer weight of the sword caused the woman to lose her balance, and she fell from a bridge into the river below. So unshakable was the woman's greed that she could not bring herself to relinquish her grip upon it. The woman's pale, bloodless corpse was found washed up upon the riverside the following day. Greed is bad, everybody. That's the moral of the story. And now, Beast Curse. Let's just make sure this is the right thing. A noble lord commissioned this beastly weapon that the world might stand in awe of his power. Okay. Long, long ago, in a faraway kingdom, there lived 3 brothers. The youngest was a terrifically lazy lad who spent most of his days fast asleep. However, he was every bit as cheerful as he was lethargic, and so was beloved by all. When the nation was beset upon by a most contagious disease, the youngest son did naught but laze about the palace, humming to himself all the while. But his cheerful music comforted the townspeople, so instead of hating him, they sang his praises. "Oh, what a fine young man," they would say, "just the finest young man you will ever find." When the nation became embroiled in war, the youngest son did naught but laze about the palace, telling stories of the good old days all the while. But his fascinating stories helped the townspeople forget the horrors of war, so instead of hating him, they sang his praises. "Oh, what an amazing young man," they would say, just the most amazing young man you will ever find." One day, the youngest son was lazing about the palace as usual when he realized he could no longer hear the voices of the townspeople, and he wondered why that might be. He lazed, and he wondered. He lazed, and he wondered. He lazed, and he wondered. Eventually, all that wondering tired him out and he went to sleep. That is why, in that nation where all have perished from war and disease, the only sound that can be heard is the soft snoring of a young man. It is a nation of happiness. 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 Kinda creepy. And the last weapon would be the Dragoon Lance. Yeah. A spear that symbolizes a pact between a great warlord and an ancient dragon. This is the last weapon. We do not have to max it out because we have the achievement. So on Steam it'll say I have 100% completion on that, even though I haven't maxed out every single weapon. That is the important part, the Steam points. I need the internet points for the 0 people that are ever going to see it. Alright, so, Dragoon Lance. The story. He has grown old. The king's dauntless gaze has lost its light, and his stalwart body has grown soft. What's more, every ounce of fear and vanity he had gained with age now gnawed away at his heart. The king was afraid, so he repeatedly ordered the invasion of neighboring countries so as to hold onto the lands he had been sworn to protect. The king was afraid, so he tried to take everything through violence and oppression, for he no longer trusted his own advisors and vassals. There was a dragon that had sworn fealty to the king. This wingless creature would do anything the king commanded, for he had been saved by the king once and sworn to repay his debt with his very soul. Even if the king's orders were folly and madness, the king would follow them to the last, for his king was justice itself. One day, the dragon requested an audience with the king. He was covered in blood from his latest victim, the king's own son, who the regent had ordered the dragon to assassinate. The bloody dragon hung its head low and said, "I cannot defy your orders, O king, but neither can I obey them any longer. I beg of you, kill me and grant me release." This is a tale of a foolish king and a wingless dragon in a nation that fell centuries ago. Even now, the wind blows ceaselessly across the grasslands. It blows just as it did on the day the king and the dragon made their pact. Okay. So... I would save here, but we can do better. It's not that late yet. We're gonna work our way back to the top of the Shadow Lord's tower, and that is where we're going to save. That way we can begin on a high note and just jump right into the action. I am very excited. That grind was, painful. But thankfully, I could, thankfully that DLC is free. So all I can say is I recommend if you have it on PC, just download the DLC to get the achievement. Don't do the entire normal grind. Fuck the entire normal grind. Unless you want your true 100% oh so perfect save file, which I'm not even gonna do that because my god, I don't want to grind all the words. In fact, how many of the words do I even have? 75%. I'm pretty sure I don't have to collect all the words for an achievement. I'm gonna check that real quick. Grimornar, defeat the Shadow Lord, defeat Devil and Popola, defeat Berserk Kaine, 100% achievement. Let's see, let's look at the global achievement so I can look up the ones that are there that I don't have. Let's see, Final Verse is 100%, Lightspeed Fighter is the speedrun achievement, Daredevil is the achievement that's a reference to Nier Automata. The Sheep Whisperer, I can only get an ending E because you have to kill 100 sheep. Soul Crusher is Devil and Popola. Once and Final King is the Shadow Lord. Ending E, ending C, ending D. Bookburner, Defeat Noir, Educated Warrior, view all the novel segments about the Friend's Pass. Yeah, I think there was an achievement for getting like half the words or something, but we don't need to collect any more words for our 100% run through, or I guess I should say platinum run through, because platinum's technically not the same as 100%. Platinum is all achievements, as is pretty much standardized by Sony at this point. What you doing down here? Forgot to turn the difficulty down, but I could do that after I shut the stream off. Shit.
I must say, I'm rather surprised you didn't bother to learn how to swim these past 5 years.
I can swim. My weapon is just heavy.
Whatever you say, lad.
Let's try that again. Nope.
Hey, guys.
Yes, lad?
Is there a way to swim using magic or
No.
figures?
Turn the difficulty down to easy. I'll take it. So you don't have to deal with you anymore. Health cell? Okay. I can use one. I'm probably gonna get blasted off the edge again anyways. I mean, it's all luck at the, like, with this. There we go. Okay. Still, having that guy be there at the top of the ladder, although it's funny, it's just kind of annoying after, like, the first time. Hey. On to the light.
Right. We have no more grinding left to do. All that's left is to get to the remaining endings, and I guess the achievements that go along with it. But you have no idea how happy I am to be done with that. My motivation to get that done is just crazy. And I would stream on early on Sunday if it wasn't for the fact that it's my chore day, and apparently for some godforsaken reason, one of my friends wants to watch the Super Bowl, so I guess I'm joining him on that, even though I don't care about sports. So, hopefully what'll happen is I'll stream Sunday night, and we can at least get ending C. But if that isn't the case, until next time, have a good night.